Hi, I'm Jeff Routley, Sales Manager for United Testing Systems, and today I'm going to test some of these hose fittings for a company called ProPulse. I have a floor model test machine. This one is the United 300 kilonewton, 67,000 pound capacity universal test machine, tensile, compression, flex, shear, peel. United's controller system and software runs all of our machines, so I'll show you how easy it is to use. Come over here, fire up the software. The datum program does its initial initiation, checks that the test machine is on, it has power, talks to all the accessories, and does a self-diagnostic before it runs. Here we go, we're ready to go. Running a test is just coming in and selecting a test template that's been made. I have a fitting retention test. I hit apply. The machine automatically defaults to the accessories it's going to use for this particular test. I have my load cell, my extensometer. Then I run over to sample info and I fill out my report sheet. I can put in order numbers, operators, order dates, customer numbers, part numbers, however you want to identify your sample set. Right now I'm going to test two of these. I have one, enter. I'll tell the machine that I have a batch of two, batch them up, the machine will automatically number them. Now I'm ready to go. So what I've done for this particular test is I've taken the fittings and I purchased a coupler, and I just have a rod here. I'm going to use a regular wedge style grip. So I'm going to screw this onto the fittings. I'm going to slide them into this common wedge grip. Snug them into place. A better way maybe to run these would actually be to have a grip holder set up where I would have inserts for the different NPT threads, and I could actually use the hoses. So this setup might would take up less travel, but for expedience I've used the regular wedge style grips. So with the sample in the machine, I come over here and hit test, and the machine runs. So it's going to automatically preload, and then it's going to test the failure. Samples break to close to 4,000 pounds. We'll pan over to the sample before it fails. Right now it's at 2,000 pounds and is elongated about an inch. Parts failed, machine stops. At that time, machine processes the data. My peak force was 3,730 pounds, and it stretched almost 1.4 inches. At that point, you could look at the curve. That was the real-time curve. Those are all the points taken during the curve. I can put markers at peak force, the break point. Then I can run over, select my second test. Hit test. Machine automatically tests the next one. There's 3,000. 4, 5, 6, 7, 3,800. 3,854 was the peak force. Machine comes back home and processes the data. So my first one was 3730, my second was 3854. can go and print out the test report. So I can basically come in here and print out a report. That would be both specimens, the statistics, the elongation for both specimens. I can also come over and print out the curves, both curves for both specimens. Real simple. Database keeps full log of everything tested.